thing is there's no consensus. Like you said, there's no consensus. Everyone has kind of like their own approach, which is fine. But it's kind of like saying if you're a doctor, there's a way to do a certain surgical procedure. Cool. You might have a better like approach, but the same foundation's there. Like you're not gonna cut them differently. You might have like a different prep or whatever, but that incision has to be in the same place because everyone's heart or whatever it is still physiologically there. So I think that's the disconnect because not many people like I have a strong background. Like I'm not the world leader in neuroscience, but my strongest background I would say is in personality psychology. That's why the article I sent you. That's originally where I built most of my foundation. But then I started doing more coursework in cognitive science. I actually took classes out of my own pocket, paid my own money to take doctoral level classes as a non-degree seeking student at FAU. And all the professors were like, who are you? Because typically you have to be accepted into the program. But I got a loophole and I asked them, can I just do it? And they had to sign off on it. So I would take classes like, I took one called Attention and Consciousness, Working Age and Memory, Close Relationships, which is about how we interact with each other, romantic, friendship, familial, team, etc. And I took these classes because I looked at their catalog and I'm like, what would make sense for Mind Body One? Because this is around the time Mind Body One would start. And I personally read the descriptions, like, I think these would be perfect. And I paid for those out of my own pocket. So when people like tell me like, oh, what makes you the official? I'm like, hey, you don't gotta take my word, but I'm just saying I put that work in because a lot of people, they read a book or an article and they go the next day and talk about it like they've been researching for 10 years. And I feel that does a disservice because you can't teach something you don't fully grasp. You know, I teach stuff. I teach this stuff in my class. And even then, I'm still revamping, like, for a lecture, like, okay, let me see what I can say better. I'm always scrutinizing it, if you will. And I think that's a problem. Until that happens, this mental field will be hard to take seriously